Hi, good morning, Erica. Come on in. Have a seat. Welcome.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Yes. And hello, GCU. Today we are joined by third year teacher Erica Yanni, who is going to talk to us about the importance of building positive relationships between teachers and instructional coaches. Thank you for being here today.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Can you please share with us the importance of building positive relationships with adult learners?
Absolutely. So much like our students, adult learners like me and you need to feel comfortable with the people that they are working with in order to be successful. And that is done through positive relationships, which foster not only mutual trust, but respect and then positive rapport as well.
Yes, it is always important to build positive relationships with the people you work so closely with. Can you give us some strategies to establish positive relationships between instructional coaches and teachers?
Yeah, of course. So as we know, teaching presents many challenges and it can be difficult for teachers to be receptive of feedback when we have so much going on and so much on our minds. So to build trust, coaches should employ effective listening. And so one strategy I like to use with the teachers I work with is to first ask if they're looking for suggestions or solutions or just to vent. And this strategy not only builds trust because they're comfortable talking to you about their concerns, but it can also turn a complaint into a solution. So when a teacher is venting, I often try to listen for requests or underlying concerns. So that way I can propose a solution if they are open to that. And then effective listening just ensures that teachers feel heard and valued and also, providing opportunities to address their concerns.
So smart. Thank you for that response. Teaching presents many challenges and obstacles, so effective listening plays a large role in teacher success and development. What other strategies help instructional coaches foster positive relationships with their mentees?
Yeah, so in addition to effective listening, it's also important for coaches to provide teachers with consistent and relevant information. We all want to be sure that our learning is relevant and applicable to either our professional or personal life. So when instructional coaches engage in those coaching conversations with teachers, they can, like I said earlier, listen for concerns or requests, and then be able to provide that relevant and applicable suggestions to meet their needs, because every teacher, like our students, has their own set of needs. And then when teachers' concerns and requests are heard, and they are given that applicable strategy to improve, that builds trust between coaches and teachers and also lets them be more receptive to that feedback. And then additionally, coaches can provide teachers with consistent feedback. We all our purpose is to grow in our profession, and so if we get feedback once, that's great, but we want to continually grow, so being consistent with that feedback is also important.
Great, thank you so much, Erica. Those are great strategies for building positive relationships and mutual trust between instructional coaches and classroom teachers. Lastly, we would love to hear about how instructional coaches can provide teachers with effective and descriptive feedback. What strategies do you use?
Yeah, that's a great question. So feedback can be difficult for some people to receive, so I like to start out by firstly asking the teacher what their goals are, so it's more catered to their needs and their wishes. And then that also ensures that the coaches are providing applicable information and suggestions for their teaching practice. And then when setting those goals, it's important to create an actionable plan, so it's something that is tangible and something you can see growth in. And then just also acknowledging their concerns and making them feel heard is important to me, and that increases their motivation because it directly applies to their teaching practice. But it also ensures that they can reach their goals. And then another strategy I use to provide descriptive feedback is to ask open-ended questions before and after observations or coaching conversations.
Right.
And this allows them to be more reflective of their own teaching, because teachers don't receive a lot of feedback outside of district evaluations. So taking
sure.
taking the opportunity through those coaching conversations to become more reflective on their own as well. And then my last point is that those open-ended questions can also help coaches, again, listen for those underlying needs and wishes from the teacher.
Yeah, great, and I couldn't agree more. Thank you so much, Erica. Much like our students, adult learners and teachers must feel comfortable and safe sharing their concerns and ideas, so it's important to build positive relationships with those we work with. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts and suggestions, and we were glad you were here today.
Yes, thank you so much.
My pleasure.
See you next time.
See you next time. Bye, everybody.